Well, welcome to another episode of Live, Die, Survive. I'm the host, Harvey Hill. I have, what is it? You just never know what a small world it is. Back in the days, I worked on the Outer Banks for B&B. And then B&B bought R&R, and then Brindley got caught because his person that collected money stole almost $1 million, so he lost his license. Then AGM Grant, or a movie production, bought them, and that was a disaster for a while, and it just was a plain mess. So at the particular time, I don't know exactly their name, but to me, they're always going to be B&B on the beach, Brindley and Brindley on the beach. Anyway, the story is I was at that particular time the night emergency person. What that meant is anybody locked out, sheets, disasters, like broken pipe, whatever, I would go out and strictly work. My hours were like I think it was from 6 to 8. Really forget my hours, but it was like 6 to 8 or 6 to 9. And I would stay pretty busy. Around 2, 3 o'clock it would taper off, but in the summertime, not really. I was running around. Anyway, the reason why you never know how small of a world it is, right after 9/11, um, I got a phone call from a person called Billy Love. I'm pretty sure it was Billy Love that worked for them, and said, need to meet him. I need to open up a house. Now, they had Tessa. I called them Tessa, the card people, for like hotels. And we had, since we bought R&R, well, they bought R&R, not me. They bought R&R. We had like 1,500 houses. So I needed to carry every night 2 boxes. And at that particular time, it was not really proven for salt weather. So my uh, card sometimes wouldn't work. So I would have to stab it with the computer and unlock the door, or reprogram it, or go to um, B&B on the beach and make them cards or whatever. So anyway, Billy Love, I believe, called me, said I needed to go to this house. And I forget the development because we just really took it over, so wasn't really sure. But it's a little past Duck in the Outer Banks, not as far as Pine Island, but it was on the right-hand side. I always hated the place. It was full of woods. Anyway, I had to go there. And some men met us, needed entry. I looked up, and the house was vacant. They just didn't rent that much. But anyway, the house was not vacant, and I left them, let them in. And I knew they were FBI or something like that. Just could tell automatically. Suits, the whole 9 yards. The following day, I learned something intriguing. You just never know. Before 9/11 happened, I believe it was 5, 3 out of 5 went to the Outer Banks on vacation that took the planes down. I think 2 of them hit the towers. The other one, I'm not sure where he was, but I know 2 of them was for hitting the towers. So when they went in to see these people's where they lived, they found out that they spent a week's vacation on the Outer Banks of North Carolina. And so you just never know where terrorists are going to be eating. I mean, they went to restaurants I went to all the time. I mean, they could have been sitting right alongside of me, and I just would never know. So when you think you're really, really safe because you're in an ocean community and so tourists and everything else like that, you really think you're safe? Really gets you to think, doesn't it? But yeah, they went and they had a grand vacation before 9/11. So, I mean, this is one of my experiences on the Outer Banks. I got lots of experiences, but this is the most famous one that, I mean, that just blew everybody's mind. And like I said, you just never know. Um, but anyway, oh, and the other thing is, they tore that house apart. Sheetrock, everything. You could rent that house for $8. Anyway, nasal teapot. In the morning, I need to use my nasal teapot. I'm still a little throaty. All right, guys. I don't know what I'm gonna label this. Probably 9/11, but things you just never know.